What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. My name is Kevin. You're watching the Monday Weekly Market Watch. We do these every Monday and Friday. Monday, short Market Watch videos. Friday, extended versions of the Market Watch. We keep up with the card prices, the Lorcana news, and the market trends. This week, we have news to talk about. We had DLC Texas happening this weekend, which I'm going to be at. So if you're going to be at the Disney Lorcana Challenge in Fort Worth, come say hi. I want to win me another one of these mats. Plus, I want to win me a Mickey. I want to be first place. I want to be the Disney Lorcana champion of Fort Worth. So I'm going to be participating in the main event because check this out. We have a Mickey Beckett 10 that sold. It was a Beckett 10 pristine, not black label, but 10, 10, 10, almost 4 10s out of 10s. And it sold for $29,280. The cereal Mickey selling for $29,000, almost $30,000. This was the 234 out of 500 golden Mickey. This was the Mickey by Matthew Wright, I believe. And the auction ended this weekend. The winning bid was $24,000, but with the buyer's premium, which I imagine includes like tax and stuff like that, that you're paying close to $30,000. So with that being said, it's no wonder why there's going to be a probably like 2,000, close to 2,000 participants at the Disney Lorcana Challenge in Fort Worth. At least that's what I'm going to assume. It's going to be kind of hitting that close to that cap. And, you know, I really want to see, you know, what the meta is going to be. Like, I'm super excited to play the event. I need one of these. I need it. I'm hungry for it. I want first place. I want to be a Disney Lorcana champion. I'm super excited. If you do win one of these, though, you should get it graded. We do have confirmation that they are picking the best Mickeys to give out. And in my opinion, why not get them graded? There's a couple other Mickeys, though, in general. I guess to compare this to just other card games, though, before we look at some of the other Mickeys on eBay. This is the One Piece card game. We have one of their serialized BGS 10s sold for $16,000 on June 6th, 2024. So this year. So this is the Monkey D. Luffy prize card. I think this might have been one of their first prize cards for their game, for One Piece, if I'm not mistaken. I don't play One Piece, so I don't know all the information, but I just wanted to find something to compare it to. This is their recent regional top prize card, a Beckett 10, but a BGS 10, but it's not serialized, and the Mickey is serialized, so I wanted to compare it closer to one of their serialized cards, which is their Luffy. And yeah, 16,000, you know, it's just pretty interesting. So Mickey being at that 20,000 plus mark already to start off. You know, I think a lot of people expected this to be 50,000 to 75,000, you know, and I understand why those, you know, shoot for the moon, get those high numbers up there, but more reasonable is more like 30,000. So maybe the raw will go for, let's say, half, so 15,000. You know, that sounds like a pretty good payday if you get top 4 or top 8 at a Disney Lorcana Challenge. So, you know, I'm super excited for this weekend. We have the opportunity to win this amazing prize card and a bunch of other wonderful prize cards that you can find on eBay. But we'll look at those later on in the day. I do want to go over just some more news overall. In general, we have some meta stuff to talk about because Ursula's return set champs is another weekend. It's every weekend this month in July, actually. So we just finished the second weekend of set champs, and I actually got to play a set champs this time. I did all right. I finished top 8 and I lost my top 8 match in game 3. You know, blah blah blah. I was playing Ruby Amethyst, and if you guys want to hear more about that, make sure to watch the Quest of the Guest that's going to happen on this Thursday. But I really like Ruby Amethyst as a deck, and there's a lot of great meta decks you can play. You can play Emerald Steel, you can play Sapphire Ruby, you can play Emerald Amethyst. I'm going to go over a bunch of cards you need, but in general, we have a lot of sales movement, even though the prices are really cheap right now during these set champs weekends that are happening. So if you're not going to the Disney Lorcana Challenge in Texas, you can also go to your set champs every weekend and win one of these wonderful prize cards, even though the prices on these tanked super quickly. I feel like from Friday to Monday, I was looking at these set champs prize cards and they were selling for what, like 300 to 400, and now 200. That's actually wild. Lowest verified today for your Ursula set champs prize card is going to be by King YGO, $174.50, and after that they stay around 180. Less than $200 is what this Ursula is worth now. That's very interesting to see. We can look at the sales data right here. Just last week, literally just last week on Friday, these were selling for closer to 400, 366, 293, 275, 230, you know what I mean? And over the weekend, as low as 175. Huge difference from the Stitch. You know what I mean? But I mean, you're still winning an Ursula Enchanted, you know, but every weekend, in this month, you're gonna have a chance to win these. So you know, there's gonna be, I think, 2 more weekends left in July where you can win these. There's gonna be just more and more in the market, and it's not as sought after as Stitch. I think Stitch in particular is a very important Lorcana card and an important Lorcana promo. Ursula's cool, but I can see why it's fetching this less than $200 price point, right? I think the mat is worth a little bit more right now. Yeah, the mats are actually going for the same price as what it's looking like. Lowest verified for the champion mat is going to be $185 plus $5 shipping, so it's actually a little bit more, so $200 for the mat is what it's looking like for the champion mat. And the non-champion mat is actually selling for more than the champion mat. Eternal Haven has you for $190 with $15 shipping on TCG Player. Wow. And I imagine it's because if you're going to buy one of these mats, you don't want to buy the champion one unless you are a champion. And if you're a champion, then you have one of these mats already, right? So why would you buy the champion one when you could just buy the non-champion one? So nobody asks you, hey, where did you win that Ursula's return mat? You don't have to lie, or you don't have to say, no, I didn't win this one, I'm not a champion. So maybe that's why the non-champion one sells for just a little bit more. But Ursula's return set champs, a lot of decks doing very well at these set championships. I'm going to have a video up probably this Wednesday going over some of the deck lists that I've been seeing online about it, so stay tuned for that. I also got some more stuff coming in throughout the week, but let's go over some meta cards through this week, because I do want to go over what's important to pay attention to while we get into this DLC Texas weekend, Ursula's return weekend. I want to start off with Beast Tragic Hero. Sad Boy Beast selling for closer to $50 today. Lowest verified by Tubbies, TCG $49.40. And there's a whole front page of listings around that $50 range. But at the very bottom, $55.99 by Blast Off Gaming for your Beast Tragic Hero. So still less than $60 this week if you need them for the DLC. Foils are pretty expensive though, still $80. Lowest verified going to be by Foxden GT for your Beast Tragic Heroes. Ursula Deceiver of All, super cheap this week. I love to see it. $24.96 for your Ursula Deceiver of All, around $25. Lowest verified for the cold foil was only like $10 more. TCG Card Kings, $33. Not bad at all. Shout out you guys. And there's some unverified sellers, however, for just a little bit cheaper. Help those guys out. Chaska's Trades, new sellers deserve the love too. You guys know what I'm talking about. We got Diablo, Devoted Herald. Lowest verified today is going to be closer to $40 now. $37.91 by the Creature Toolbox. So last week they were on that $35-ish range, but it's looking like they're getting close to $40 again. There are still some non-verified sellers who have it for still around that less than $40 price, but cold foils are going to be $46.72 with $1.27 shipping by Bobby's MTG Pokey. After that, Play and Connect has you for $47 plus $2 shipping, so almost $50 for your cold foil Diablos is what that's looking like, and around $35 to $40 for your non-foils, but I'd say closer to $40. Robin Hood, Champion of Sherwood, is going to be less than $40 still today if you're going through non-verified sellers. So plenty of discounts here if you want to support some non-verified sellers. Lowest verified is Blast Off Gaming by 40 with $40.75 shipping included. You know, we did see this at less than 40 last Friday, and I thought that was pretty good. But if you do want to still take advantage of that, you can hit up Pocket Cash. You can hit up Library of Libra to get a little bit of a discounted price on those. Shout out you guys. The Queen's Castle Mirror Chamber still selling for close to $15. If you're going by lowest verified seller, we have our trade is for $13.52 with $1.39 shipping. But again, lowest non-verified seller is going to be $11 with $3 shipping, so still close to $15 depending on where you're getting it from. And the cold foils are $18 by Blitzkrieg Game. Shout out you guys. Did not go over the cold foils for Robin Hood, actually. Do want to check that real quick. Okay, we have a light plate for $44. We have a near mint for $50. Wow, okay, so they're still retaining their $50 value, the cold foil Robin Hoods, which is good because we did see them very close to the non-foil price for a cool minute, so that's very nice to see. We have Maui, Hero to All. These are still going to be $15 for the non-foils. A very important week in Lorcana. You want to play your set championships, you want to play the DLC Texas, you're going to have to pay these prices for these meta cards. Stars and Skulls has you for $13.99 shipping included. That's around $14. And cold foils are getting expensive now. There's only 18 listings left for Maui cold foils, and lowest verified is $23 with $2 shipping. That's a $25 cold foil, buddy. That's going by a verified seller. Non-verified sellers still have it for $20+ $19.99 plus $2 shipping, $20 plus $4 shipping. Lorcana Collector, $20 plus $5 shipping. You know, shout out all these players with $25 cold foil Maui is looking like today. Buckies are kind of cooling off a little bit after the whole Bucky errata hype and whatnot, but they're still selling for more than $5. Hilltop TCG Singles has the lowest verified for your foil promo Buckies for $6.50 with $1.22 shipping. I think that's like the most expensive promo that I've seen in a cool minute, so that looks like a good sell today. And the non-promo foil Buckies are going to still be selling for more than $10 which is kind of nice to see. Overdose Gaming has you for $10.48, with shipping included for your cold foil and the non-eroded Buckies, because this is going to get eroded eventually, right? They don't want to cover that. Sisu Emboldened Warriors selling for more than $5, more than $6. It's almost $7 today. Lorcana Incubus has you for $6.98, lowest verified. Shout out you guys. $7 for your Sisus. Wow, that's a good pull. It's a good pull from the boxes if you're getting this rare. That's a $7 rare. The cold foils are only like $3 more, $10.69 by Gold Star. I'd rather just get the cold foils in my opinion. Maleficent biding her time, going up in price this week actually. Check that out. Lowest verified is going to be $3.14 with $1.22 shipping, close to $5 again. And cold foils for this card are going to be pretty cheap actually. $5 with $1 shipping. It's looking like you're going to be paying $5 for a non-foil and a cold foil this week for this card. So just get the cold foil, guys. This card being used in Amethyst Steel, which is very important right now. There's a very good Amethyst Steel list running around that has been inspired and piloted by Specimen. Speci, go check out his YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. That deck is really good. I've seen a lot of people play decks that are very similar, and they use this card, and it's very scary. Speaking of Amethyst, it feels like everybody is playing Ruby Amethyst. The Madam Mim Foxes, the Merlin Rabbits, the Goats, and the Snakes. They're all so good, and I appreciate that we're in this meta still. Lowest verified for the Foxes are $5.50. Shipping included by Card Father Games for your Madam Mim Foxes, non-foil. And if you want the cold foils, they're still going to be $15 basically. Double Down Games has you for $15.49. Shipping included for your Mim Foxes. Be King Undisputed been kind of going up in price a little bit. Lowest verified is $117 with $122 shipping. After that, though, it gets to $2.48 with $1.22 shipping by Cascade Games. So it's only like a $4 rare, getting close to a $5 rare in my opinion. Cold foils, there's only 16 cold foils left. Ooh, these are going up in price. Lowest verified is Wicked P Cards for $7.85 with $1.55 shipping. So that's about $9 for this cold foil. Then it jumps to $10.38, and then it jumps to $11. Wow, love to see it. So cold foils, not that many more listings left. I only have one. I should have gotten my other two earlier, to be honest. Ursula Deceiver, looking like today the cold foils are going to still be priced at around $5. Lowest verified is Brainwash Cards with $3.45 and that $1.22 shipping. So still about $5 for this cold foil that's used in every Emerald deck, because you want to use this to snipe out the Be Prepared. You want to use this to snipe out all their songs like Whole New World, Let the Storm Rage On. Emerald Steel is a very powerful deck, but I don't think it's unbeatable. And I do like Ruby Amethyst because I do think it's beatable. I do like Emerald Steel because I do think that you can beat a bunch of other decks with it. You know, if you're playing Sapphire Ruby, I've been seeing a lot of people see success with Sapphire Ruby this week. Tamatoas are going to be a little bit less than $10. Astral Trading has you for $8.19. Tamatoa is like the key card, I think, in the Sapphire strategy right now, because you can grab back your lucky dimes. Cold foils for Tamatoas are going to be $18.96 from CCG Professionals, so still about $20 for your cold foil Tamatoas. Fishbone Quill, very much needed, I think, in the deck. Battle Phase has you for $8.95 for the lowest verified Fishbone Quill, so still around $9. And cold foils, there's about 28 listings. You can get them for $19 with $1 shipping from these unverified sellers like Enchanted Trove cards, Sam Sharks cards, etc. Lowest verified is Phantom Mitch singles for $21.86 and 69 cents though. So I think it's more than a $20 cold foil this week, especially because this is the DLC week, and you know, with the DLCs we're gonna get these awesome Dragonfire promos that are still selling for around $75. We have tons of listings here by non-verified sellers. Lowest verified is $85, but you can get one for $75.99 by Ice Cold Collectibles, Lorcana Stop, any of these sellers that are non-verified. And like I just finished saying, you get these just for entering the DLC. So if you're planning to go into Texas, you're gonna get like a $70 card for free just for entering, which is really nice. You can also participate in the side events and win these promo cards, which are pretty cool. And if you top the event, then you get the foil versions of these promo cards, which sell for a whopping $1,600. Is going to be the lowest verified, actually. Sorry, non-verified for this Cinderella foil. This is going to be the one you get for getting top 64 / top 32. Depends on how big the event is. But there's a bunch of listings here on TCG Player that are less than $2,000 if you want to pick one up raw, you know. So that's kind of nice to see. And the Let It Goes are on TCG Player too for $1,000. And this card is lovely. This card is lovely. You get this for getting top 64 / 128, depending on how big the Disney Lorcana Challenge event is, right? And we do have plenty of sales for a lot of these cards. The Let It Go just sold today on July 15th for $1,000 and for $1,099, and that's a raw Let It Go, which is really nice to see. We have a PSA 10 Cinderella foil top cut prize card that sold for $3,100. That's $3,100 in 26 bids right here. Wow, that's really cool. You know, it's a PSA 10 one, so $3,000 plus right there if you get it graded after topping one of those DLCs. And that's always nice to see, especially if you're a competitive player like myself, right? And there's plenty more where that came from. If you're a big baller and you want to spend, 5 figures on a collectible card, there's a PSA 10 Golden Mickey cereal. There's a CCG 10 Golden Mickey. I want to hear what you guys think though. Now that we've seen the Beckett 10 pristine Mickey sell for close to 30,000, 29,000. What do you think of these prices for this PSA 10 Mickey? 29,500, 39,000 for the CGC. In general, the pricing for the Lorcana structure game in general, I'm seeing a lot of players move to Lorcana, also pick up Lorcana as a secondary game, and I love it. I'm loving the competition. I can't wait for Fort Worth. I can't wait to see what's gonna win. I can't wait to see who my opponents are gonna be, and I can't wait to meet all of you who go to Fort Worth. So please say hi to us while we're there. Me, Zach, we're all going to be there. We're going to be wearing the Lorcana Goons shirts, so I look forward to that. And I look forward to winning one of these myself, right? Because that's the dream. That's how we want to be a Lorcana champion, man. So thank you guys for supporting the channel, for watching this week's Market Watch. I'm really excited to play this event. Like I said, there's plenty of decks you can play: Ruby Amethyst, Emerald Steel, Ruby Sapphire. I think those are like the big three that people are kind of focused on. We're also, I think Emerald Amethyst is a top contender in the meta. I think all of these decks can win tournaments as well. The only deck I probably wouldn't play personally is like Amber Steel Flute Song. I just don't like how that deck plays out, but I would probably even play like a Mufasa deck this format, So there's a lot that you can do. So if you're playing your set championships and you've been missing that top cut, I lost in my top 8 for my set championships, and I'm gonna play this DLC, and when I get back, I'll try again for the set championships, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not gonna give up. I want to win an Ursula too. I want to win that Ursula mat. So if you're playing your set championships this weekend, good luck. If you're gonna be at the DLC in Texas, good luck. I really hope that you guys could get some awesome prizing. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you are a Lorcana Goon. It does support the channel. Zach and I are going to be doing the Market Watch on Friday from the event, maybe, or even from Texas. So we'll see you guys then, and then we're going to see how that event goes then. But until then, stay tuned to Lorcana Goons, and we'll see you Goons next time.